The No Fate channel, checking in. On this episode of Dad's Home Gym from wolftacticalusa.com, I am reviewing their plate carrier, also known as a weighted vest. Yes, there is a reason I'm wearing this super tight Under Armour shirt, and that is going to be for partially my review of this plate carrier. First and foremost, I need to know in the comments below if you've used a weighted vest before. I need to know which type you used and what you thought of it. Also, if this happens to be your first time to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. On this Dad's Home Gym series, I review a piece of home gym equipment or accessory to help you decide if it is right for your home gym, if it's right for your fitness routine, and if more importantly, and most importantly, if it's right for that hard-earned money. So I'm going to do a complete and full review of this weighted vest and what I've thought of it over the past 3 weeks of use. Now, weighted vests have grown immensely in the past number of years for 2 main reasons. Number one is they add a completely different dimension to your training workout. By putting on a weighted vest, slapping in some plates, you can add up to probably 30 pounds if you want. The one I've got, the plate I've gotten here now totals 20 pounds for the vest, and it makes all of your workouts just completely different animals. I'm talking push-ups, pull-ups, air squats, running, boxing, burpees, all that stuff is just on a completely different level. And one of the reasons plate carriers, specifically this Wolf Tactical plate carrier, have become so popular is because they are not bulky, both in the front and on the sides. You can move very, very well, even running, something that is extremely difficult to do in an old school sand weighted vest is almost comfortable. These things fit like a second skin, and we're going to get into that with regards to my review. Even walking, for many of you, for most of you, walking is probably your number one form of cardiovascular exercise. Throwing on a weighted vest, you can throw on as little as 10 extra pounds, and boom, it is a different level of resistance. And the second biggest reason that plate carriers have become popular is because of CrossFit. They incorporate them in their CrossFit games, they incorporate them in their workout of the day, and they have a hero WOD. Their most popular hero WOD is known as Murph, in honor of the late Navy Lieutenant Michael McMurphy. Originally it was named Body Armor, and it turned out to be his favorite WOD from CrossFit. So every Memorial Day, CrossFitters and people all over the country will do Murph in honor of him, and that's one of the reasons that many people will pick up a plate carrier. Now that I gave you some background information with regards to plate carriers, let's get into my 3-week review of this Wolf Tactical plate carrier. First and foremost, you're going to get it, put it on, it's going to feel good, you're going to want to use it right away. Stop, take an extra 5 or 10 minutes to break it down into its 4 pieces and put it back together so that it fits like a second skin. At the end of this video, I'll do a whole tutorial showing you how to properly fit it. But a few bells and whistles before I show you how it straps on. We've got Velcro in the front, at the top, Velcro in the back. Also at the top, there is an open pocket, and there is MOLLE webbing along the front bottom of it. Now, how do you put this thing on? It's almost like a cummerbund, if you can think about that. You're going to wrap this around the stomach section, put this down, loop it over, and you are good to go. And I think the biggest thing you're going to notice once you get this thing locked in is how comfortable it feels, especially compared to if you've ever used those sand weighted vests that are clunky, that move around, you can't get comfortable with them. This thing, Wolf Tactical, they did it right. There's almost no give in here, almost no movement. I've done burpees, I've done running, I've even done shadow boxing. You've got a lot of movement up here in the upper body, allowing you to just do circuits, to do WODs, to do whatever type of fitness movements you want to do and not get in the way of your body. As far as padding, there's padding in the shoulders, which are adjustable, and there's padding both on the inside chest and inside back of this vest to give you a little bit of cushion against your chest and back and allow for airflow. I just finished 3 warm-up laps with the Wolf Tactical plated vest. I put 20 pounds worth of weights in here total. And overall, very, very little movement, a lot more comfortable than I expected. I'm gonna do a couple sprints, a couple straightaways just to see what, at my top speed, how much movement there is. Easily could do a mile in this. I don't know if anyone wants to run a 5K in a weighted vest, but super minimal movement. Very, very impressed thus far. Okay, I'm gonna run down there and then run back so you guys can get an idea of how this thing handles in what will be for me a fast pace, but what might be for you a jog. Overall, I am extremely happy with this Wolf Tactical Plate Carrier. The comfort of this thing is on a completely different level and exceeds my expectations. And it takes what used to be what I thought were easy exercises and put them on a whole different playing field. You'd be surprised how hard an exercise can be when you slap on 20 pounds. This thing does come in 7 different colors if you're interested. The website wolftacticalusa.com, and the price point for retail is $120. And we never pay retail. They do have coupon codes floating around. I'm going to have them set up a NoFate 24/7 coupon code so that you can get the most amount of money off, and that should bring this down to under $100. And I happen to think that's really good value for, again, how well it feels, and the quality of the design is top notch, especially on some of the stuff I never thought I'd be able to do in a weighted vest. If you've come this far in the video, definitely check out wolftacticalusa.com. Not only do they sell plate carriers, but they have a lot of other fun stuff on their website. If you have any questions regarding this plate carrier, drop it in the comments below. Do me a favor as well, give this video a like. Hey, you came this far in the video, you might as well. And hit that subscribe button. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. When this Wolf Tactical plate carrying vest first arrives, you're actually going to think it's one entire unit. But the reality is it is 4 pieces, then it's made that way to allow you to better adjust it. When I first got this, I put it on and it fit pretty good. I probably could have used it right out of the UPS bag, but the reality is you got to take a little bit of time, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and make sure that it fits perfectly. The reason being is if you do that on the front end, you're never going to have to worry about it on the back end. So it is 4 pieces, even though it looks like one. It is connected with a metal rod that is a thin rod covered in like a sheath right here that you can actually pull this out. And I'm going to show you where you can actually adjust this piece. So these right here, might not look at it because you got a top-down view, are the shoulder straps. And again, when I put these on, these shoulder straps fit perfectly for me, but I'm going to show you how to adjust them if they do not. All right, you undo this Velcro and you are going to pull this cord, this metal cord, all the way out, and then you are going to reinsert it, adjusting these shoulder straps to your preferred liking. You know, whether you want them to sit a little bit wider if you're a bigger person, or a little bit closer if you're a smaller person on your shoulders. For me, they actually sit perfectly, so I'm not going to mess with them. However, when I put this on around my waist, because I got like a 33-inch waist, not like to humble brag, but I do have a 33-inch waist at 6'1", so I'm a fairly lean person with respect to some of you big dudes out there. I found that even though I was able to get it tight around my waist, that I was putting a little bit too much effort to do so. So I am going to loosen it up by, again, pulling this out. You can see these are going to move right through, and I'm only going to pull them out as much as I need to get these loosened up. There's one, and here is the other. So you can see, hopefully, that this is in fact 4 pieces. Okay, the front, the back, which is connected through the middle from this cord, and then of course the right and left straps that I am going to now adjust in order to tighten this up so that I don't have to pull these super tight in order to get a cinched up fit around my waist. Going to take the excess cord and you are going to run it right underneath this piece of Velcro here. There's a little opening that you can file this in. For loading plates into the Wolf Tactical Plate Carrier, you don't want to do it from the bottom up. it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. And ideally, you want to get as good of a fit and as tight of a fit with the Velcro as possible. So you want to do it from the top down. You want to open it up, pull out this little satchel packet here that helps keep everything in place. Put in your plate nice and deep in there. And then you're going to push this section all the way up with your hand. And again, as you can see, it's a lot easier from the top down than vice versa. Now there is Velcro, not only what we just shoved up here, but there's Velcro along the sides to give this a nice tight fit. So there's almost virtually no give when you actually have this thing on fitted correctly. So definitely take your time when you are putting this in to make sure that the Velcro along the side is nice and tight. And take your time with it, because the few extra seconds, the 30 seconds, 60 seconds extra is going to make all the difference in terms of having a much better fit with almost no movement. Once you have the Wolf Tactical vest sized to your specifications and the plates have been loaded, you then throw it over the top of your head, put this Velcro around your waist, put the top down, seal up the bottom, and you are ready to rock and roll. The Wolf Tactical plate carrier can hold all sorts of plates with respect to size and weight. I know at wolftacticalusa.com, the website, they sell like 5 and change, 8 and change, and even heavier 13 and change plates that will fit in here. With regards to putting plates in here, could you double up the plates? That's one of the questions I had. And the truth is, yes, you can. There is enough room in there to put, say, like that 8 3/4 plate and that 5 and like change plate in here at the same time, both on the front and the back. For those of you who are just super strong and you want to get as much weight as possible, I will say if you do put 2 metal plates together, there is going to be some rubbing, so you are going to probably rub the finish off of those plates where they touch after extensive use, and there might be a bit more noise or slide because you've got 2 metal plates sliding against each other. So you might want to get some like electrical tape and just tape them together before you actually slide them in here. But overall, for those of you big brutes that are looking to get a super heavy vest, you can go that route. If you are into CrossFit, the standard CrossFit size is, I believe, a 20-pound body armor vest, something like this, with respect to their WODs. However, when you buy the plates, you got to factor in the weight of the vest. That's why most of the plates that are created today and sold on Rogue and Wolf Tactical USA, they are going to be like offset with regards to the poundage. They're not going to be just a standard 10-pound plate for the front and the back or 5-pound plate. They do have some change to them, so to speak, with regards to the weight, because it factors in the weight of the vest to bring this to a full 20-pound vest for the men, and I believe it's a 14-pound vest for the women. So keep that in mind with respect to when you go to Wolf Tactical USA and you see the weights that they sell. If you're concerned why they aren't just like 5-pound or 10-pound weights, now you know. I am dedicated to helping you be a great parent to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I provide ideas and insights to help you save time, money, and your sanity. 3 things that are in short supply for every parent out there.